Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the no item run against the Saiyan Saga stage of the Vegeta'S Story Edition Red Zone. Now, unlike the Goku one, which started off relatively soft, the Vegeta'S one starts off pretty tough and ready to go. The Vegeta'S one, especially the Saiyan Saga one, starts off pretty deep. Goku has a 2 million super in the first phase. He hits for 738,000, which is a lot. And then he also turns into Kaioken Goku, who does 1.2 million normals and 3.4 million in terms of super damage. He also performs a critical hit when he falls below the health threshold of 50%. So you're in a bit of a tight spot. How do you combat this? Well, you take probably one of the best teams in the game for a no item run. Realistically, I obviously covered this fight with a uncontrollable power team, which could have also achieved a no item run, but I wanted to change things up, show two different teams taking on the stage, because it's not so fun to just use the same team for a normal run through and then the same team for a no item run. Might as well just combine the videos then. So I like to use no item runs and normal runs as like a way to kind of create a little bit of showcasing different teams. In this scenario, we're using a Earth Protecting Heroes combined with a Fused Fighters team under the power of the Tech, LR Goku and Vegeta Angel Reversible Tag Exchange Unit. But realistically here, honestly, we're going to be one-turning the second phase. The big power spike of this team is without a doubt the transformation into Tech LR Vegeta. That unit puts out a absurd amount of damage, and when I say absurd, I mean like one turning 250 million HP, 65% damage reduction, second phase Goku Kaioken, relatively simply, to be honest with you. So for me, the unit is definitely one of the strongest units in the game, if not the strongest unit in the game, and I think overall, can carry quite hard. But the team doesn't need to be carried because the whole team is honestly pretty good. We have Physical Gogeta doing great work as a second slot unit. We have Beast Gohan doing tremendous work as a first slot unit. In the beginning of the fight, we'll also be using a Tech SS3 Gotenks as a first slot unit. The reason we're building it or using Tech SS3 Gotenks as a first slot unit is because Tech, LR Goku and Vegeta are always starting as Goku. And although Goku is plenty tanky after super, he can take damage, especially if he's supered before he starts to fire off his attacks. So generally, we are going to be looking at mainly focusing in on doing things like giving that little bit of protection in the first phase. Because the first phase is actually the hardest part of this fight, because we need to get our units to the point where it's turn 5 and we can transform into Vegeta. And we don't want to use that on this Goku, who still hits pretty hard. So to counteract this, what we do is we have SS3 Gotenks do his thing. He tanks up for us, is able to just kind of hold down the fort. We have the AGL Vegito, who also does the same. And between them and the Beast Gohan, you tend to get to the second phase. Now, with the second phase, things become vastly different. In the second phase, all you have to do, basically, to get the no item run, is to just absolutely smash it with LR Vegito. We transform him, we use his active skill, and let the rest take over from there. Obviously, there is a great setup here. We've got the AGL Super Vegeta giving him a 35% attack boost, which is always greatly appreciated. We also have, some good linkage met with that Super Vegeta as well. And although we don't have support, we do have some really good extra damage from Gotenks, who, can output some nice, tasty damage in that third slot. And we have his active skill as well. So in general, what I would say is once you get to the second phase, absolutely pretty much should be able to take it out. And if you don't, you have the next rotation, which has a backup Beast Gohan taunt. This will keep you alive. You have some good damage dealers in that rotation. You've got Super Gogeta. So you should be able to get back to the Vegeta situation and be able to then take out Goku pretty easily. So once you get past that first phase, once you get past setting up your rotations, maybe a little bit of that awkward potentially getting supered on your units before you've got the right first slot ones, then generally you're quite fine. Like, you're most of the time able to handle everything more than fine. I think from like the point of the game and just like how to deal with everything, I think for me personally, this Goku fight's a lot easier when you just blow it up. That is more difficult than it seems, but you should even be able to repeat this strategy, just replacing Tech Vegeta on your side with potentially another lead. Even a whole Majin Buu Saga team probably gets you the same kind of output here. You realistically just need another replacement for Beast Gohan. But yeah, for me, Tech Vegeta is obviously the MVP. I knew that would happen, which is why basically I left it for the no item run, because it would just be really fun to see Vegeta absolutely one turn a unit. And in this fight where Goku's the immediate second phase and you can just let out all your active skills and just have a great time, I think personally you're more than fine at that point. So yeah, realistically, we have a lot of tools still. We have Super Gogeta's active, we have Beast Gohan's active, we've also got the second Vegeta, but we can't use the Vegeta, so we use the Vegeta. But I mean, you still got great units and great tools left. So yeah, we'll have to see how they ramp things up, especially considering how easy this was for such a great team. But yeah, I think they will probably give us some harder stages. Not to say that this stage isn't hard, but yeah. That's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how you're finding things, and bye.